Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss about cell division. In last class we discussed only cell cycle. What is meant by cell cycle, and then during cell cycle how the interphase takes place. Interphase in which three phases we discussed, that is G1 phase, S phase and also the G2 phase. Now after completion of G2 phase, now the cells chromosomes enter into the mitotic phase, that is a M phase. Now that M phase is considered as a cell division. What is called cell division? All the living organism cells are undergoing cell division process. This is the unique characteristic feature of all the living cells because it gives growth to all the living organisms. When one cell undergoes division, it produces two cells, 2 into 4, 4 into 8. Like this, continuously the cells are formed and then the growth occurs in the living organism. So the cell division is considered as a unique characteristic feature. Now, cell division is classified into three types. One is amitosis, second one is mitosis, third one is meiosis. First one, let us see what is meant by amitosis. Amitosis is a very simple and it's considered as incipient division or else direct division. This incipient division means it is not clear, and then during this cell division process there is no spindle fibers formation and also chromosome does not condense. But these chromosome materials are involving in division that is called as karyokinesis, and which is followed by the cytoplasmic division that is called cytokinesis. So that the amitosis consists of two phases. One is karyokinesis, that is nuclear division, and then another one is the cytokinesis, that is cytoplasmic division. This process occurs in mammalian cartilage cells and also the macronucleus of paramecium. So these cells, they are all undergoing amitosis process. During karyokinesis of amitosis, what happens inside the cell? At first, it is a single cell. Now it has only one small minute nucleus. Now what happens in it? First one, the nucleus start to divide. First it makes one simple construction and it makes it forms a dumbbell shaped structure. After that the plasma membrane also ready to start. Now it forms one small furrows. This furrows deepen and it splits the nuclear material also. So the nucleus divides into two. Now we can see the two chromosome materials, that means two nucleus in the cell. After that, due to this construction of plasma membrane, the cytoplasm also divides and then two cells are separately seen. This is considered as amitosis. Now two daughter cells formed. But what are the drawbacks of amitosis? Now the chromosomes are not equally shared among these two daughter cells. So this is one drawback. Another one, abnormalities seen in the reproduction and also the metabolism of this amitosis process. So the cells are having abnormalities in metabolism process. So these are the drawbacks. After that, mitosis process. What is meant by mitosis? Mitosis is otherwise known as equational division. What's called the equational division? That means how much of chromosome seen in the parental cell, the same number is maintained in the daughter cells after cell division. So that it's considered as equational division. For example, human beings are having 46 chromosomes. Now after forming two daughter cells, now the two daughter cells also having 46 chromosomes in it. So that this is considered as equational division. In plant cells, now this mitosis process occurs in the root tips, shoot tips and also the meristematic tissues. Wherever the meristematic tissues in the plant pods, there mitosis takes place. Now this mitosis is classified into two types. One is closed mitosis, another one is the open mitosis. What is called closed mitosis? This is observed in yeast and also the slime molds like fungi. Now during closed time, there is no nuclear division and there is no nuclear membrane disappearance and also the nucleolus disappearance. Only within the cell itself, the chromosomes move towards the opposite poles. Now the nucleus, well developed nucleus is there, but the nuclear membrane not disappeared, nucleolus is not disappeared, but the chromosomes move towards the opposite poles with the spindle fibers. After that there is a plasma membrane with cytoplasm also divides. Now totally two daughter cells formed there. So this is considered as closed type because this division occurs only in the cell itself. And next one is the open type. What is meant by open mitosis? This open mitosis occurs in all the higher plants and also the animals, even in human beings, because it occurs in the nucleus and then the cytoplasm of the cell. So, according to that, is classified into karyokinesis and also the cytokinesis. When nucleus undergoes division, that is called as karyokinesis. If cytoplasm divides, that is called as cytokinesis. Now, during karyokinesis, what happens? Nuclear membrane, nucleolus, everything disappear. Then the chromatin materials are condensed and it becomes stout. That's called as chromosomes. Chromosomes involved in the different phases. That is considered as the prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. These are the four phases come under karyokinesis. First one, prophase. In prophase, what happens in the mitotic cell division stage? First one, this is the longest phase among all these four phases. Prophase, first one, metaphase, second one, anaphase, third, fourth one is the telophase, in which the prophase is the longest one. In this stage, chromosomes are clearly visible. First one, this is the early prophase. So, first one, the cells undergoes early prophase stage. At that time, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus are clearly seen and the chromosomes are also visible and they are all clearly arranged inside the nucleus. Now, after that, late prophase starts. At that time, these chromosomes, they are forming cystochromatids and then the centromere, only one centromere with the two cystochromatids seen in each and every chromosome. Now, the nuclear membrane starts to disappear. Nucleolus also start to disappear. Now, late prophase over. In this stage, spindle fibers formation is initiated and then Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, everything not seen there. Microtubules form an aster. This is only in the animal cell. This aster formation is not found in plant cell. Next one, metaphase stage. Metaphase, this is the second stage. Now, the second stage is very important because this stage is used to understand the morphological structure of chromosome. So, very clearly we can observe and analyze the morphological structure of chromosomes. Why? Because all these chromosomes, how many chromosomes seen in that cell, all the chromosomes, they are all having its own cystochromatids and then centromere also there. They are all arranged at the center of the cell. All the chromosomes are arranged at the center. So then, this is very important. Now, each and every centromere of the chromosome, it is having two kinetochores. Now, these are all attached with the spindle fibers. Now, the spindle fibers connected with the centromere of the chromosome and now these are all arranged at the center. Now, the metaphase is over. After completion of metaphase, now these chromosomes to be involved in the next stage, that is anaphase stage. How they can involve? That is promoted by very important enzyme called ubiquitin. What is called ubiquitin? This ubiquitin, it forms APC cyclosome. What is meant by APC? Anaphase promoting complex cyclosome. This protein is formed by the ubiquitin. With the help of this is formed. What is the use of this APC cyclosome? This anaphase promoting complex cyclosome makes the metaphase chromosomes to involve in anaphase. So, it is inducing the metaphase chromosomes to involve in anaphase stage. So, during anaphase stage, what will happen? Now, the chromosomes in the center region, they are all attached with the spindle fibers and then very simply the spindle fibers gets contracted. At that time, due to that force, the cystochromatids are splitting and then the centromere also split into two. So, then the half of the chromosome number is just move towards the opposite poles. So, then now initially we are taking 4 chromosomes. Now, the 4 chromosomes are having its own cystochromatids. Here also we are drawing 4 chromatids and then here 4 chromosomes that cystochromatids are in 2 opposite poles. Now, this is the anaphase stage. After completion of anaphase stage, now these telophase stage starts. What is meant by telophase? It is the terminal phase. It's the end phase. This is just opposite to prophase. What happens during prophase? Everything will be just opposite. Now, during telophase stage, now these cystochromatids, they are all condensed and becomes chromosomes. Now the 4 chromosomes seen in each cell. Now they are all surrounded by, these chromosomes are surrounded by the new nuclear membrane. Now this nuclear envelope formed. Nucleolus also formed just around this chromosome. Now these are all disappeared during prophase, but at the end of telophase, new nuclear envelope and also the nucleolus formed. Now totally 2 chromosomes set with 2 nucleus formed here. Now there are 2 cells of that. Then this is the karyokinesis stage. Nucleus divides, the division of nucleus is over. After that, which is followed by the cytokinesis. What is meant by cytokinesis? That means division of cytoplasm. At the end of telophase, now the cytoplasm starts to divide. Now this is cell wall. This is cell wall. In plant cell, the cell wall, it produces just one cell plate in between the 2 cells, so that the cell plate divides these 2 cells, and then very simply 2 daughter cells can be collected. But in the animal cells, the plasma membrane, which makes one small ring-like structures, and then the ring-like structure, this is having actin and myosin microfilaments, and it makes, in animal cell, it makes some furrows, and then it produces the cleavage structure. So that very simply, along with the plasma membrane, the cytoplasm gets divided, and then the cleavage makes 2 equal halves. So at the end of telophase, at the end of cytokinesis, 2 daughter cells are completely separated from the parental cell. So this is considered as mitosis. So at the end of mitosis, what we understood, first one, if the cells are involving in mitotic phase, mitotic cell division, 2 daughter cells will be formed at end. This is the first one. Second one, this is very useful in growth of all the living organisms. Third one, in a group of organisms, asexual reproduction also carried out by only mitosis process. And then the regeneration, it's also a kind of reproduction. That means the closing of parts that may be again regenerated in some organisms. That is also done by the mitosis. And a very important thing, chromosome materials are completely maintained. How much chromosomes seen in the parental cell, the same number of chromosome is maintained in the daughter cells also. So these are the significance of mitosis. So karyokinesis, which is followed by cytokinesis. Now the cell division process is over. In next class, let us discuss about meiotic cell division. In reproductive cells, how the meiotic cell division takes place, how the 4 gametes are formed from the reproductive organs. Let us see in the next class. Thank you very much.